right, what is going on, guys? It is time for another episode of the Chasing Waypoints podcast. And of course, this is our special. It is the 2024 Dakar Rally getting ready to get started here in just about over an hour. We're exactly 11 hours ahead, so it is 8:01 a.m. local time in Alula, with the first bikes leaving shortly, right around 9:30-ish. We'll give that rundown here in just a few minutes, but all right, we're excited. Day one prologue, that is what today's episode is about, or this preview episode is about. Tomorrow morning, you guys will be getting the results. But for now, let's talk about the prologue and what is coming up. Going to be a short day for these guys. I mean, relatively speaking, short. So for those of you guys playing the home game, as I ever so eloquently fade the party out, for those of you guys playing the home game, the prologue is qualifying. So basically the results given from today or achieved today will decide the starting order for tomorrow. Now, the soup du jour is sounding like they're going to invert it. So based on how they finish, they're going to flip the field. So I don't know. We'll see based on qualifying, and we'll figure it out when the dust settles, because the real thing is stage one. That is the beginning. So once you get started now, you don't want to lead out necessarily. So let's talk about that really quick. Prologue decides the starting order. Starting order means the first guys out in the field. If you are a strong navigator, you want to be out front. If you are a faster rider than you are a navigator, you likely want to be a little bit more towards the back. That way you let the guys that know how to navigate lay down some clean tracks for you, and that way help you out a little bit. So we'll see how it goes. I have seen some of the road books that the World Rally Championship uses, World Rally Raid Championship, don't get them confused, that they use, and they sometimes will have a few more waypoints than we're used to seeing here in North America. But super simple for that. It is a prologue stage. Today's time really doesn't count towards the overall time unless they start doing some trickery where they're going to add it into the third stage, or they're going to do some of that kind of stuff. But we'll find out more as that happens, if they're going to do that or not. But okay, so that's the prologue going to be getting started here. Short day for these guys. We're going to make it a quick episode, just a few minutes to get you guys warmed up and ready. Again, these guys are leaving first bike. Let me check the starting order again here really quick. First bike is set to leave the bivouac at 9:29 in the morning. It is 8 in the morning, 8:03 in the morning as this is being recorded right now. So we're going to be about an hour and a half away from that. So remember, we're basically 12 hours minus 1. So 9:04 p.m. here. That means 8:04 a.m. over there. All right. So everybody got it? All right, let's talk liaison really quick and what these guys are going to be up against. This shouldn't be, I don't think this is going to be too bad. So let's take a look here for the 2024 Dakar Rally. And these images, if you guys want to check out what I am seeing, is super simple. Just head on over to the Dakar Rally website, and you can see all of these images there by clicking on the stages. You'll be able to see the results here a little bit later. Or if not, you need to be on the Dakar Rally app. Once that gets updated, I will get it up, and that'll be a lot easier to get results and look at some of the stage stuff. So today's stage, again, is just the introductory. It's just the, get some stuff loosened up, work out maybe some bugs. Hopefully that's not what you're doing on the prologue stage. You're out there just running the bike, running the kilometers, and just making it happen. Speaking of kilometers, super short day today. So two things you guys are going to hear a lot about over the next 15 days as we cover the Dakar Rally. First of all, is liaison is going to be the big term. So the liaison is the commute. If you guys are following from last year's Dakar, we talked a lot about that. But for those of you guys that are new to the game and playing from home, here's what we got. So liaison is basically your commute. So your liaison in the morning could be from the bivouac to the start of the stage, and then the other way around is from the finish line to the finish of the stage. So super simple. It's just commuting. So when you think liaison or hear liaison, just think it's the commute from the checkered flag or from the pits to the green flag. Just depends on what they do. Sometimes they're front loaded, really long in the morning, super short in the afternoon, or the other way around, super short in the morning and super long in the afternoon, or 50-50. Who knows? It varies per the stage. Next is going to be the actual SS, so the spectator special, super special, the selective stage. I don't know. Over the years, I've heard a bunch of different names. I guess it just depends on the discipline of rally that you're running in. 27 kilometers. 27 kilometers, not that far. So if you want the easy math on that one, 100 miles, you're looking at about 62 miles. 100 kilometers is about 62 miles. 10 kilometers, you're looking at about 6.2. So right now we're looking at about 12, about 15 miles. So 15 mile shakedown is what these guys are going to do on this for the road book, really short road book. And then that will decide their starting order. That'll get them their time. So very, very simple on that one. It does look like they are going to have some elevation. If you look at the image just above right here, you can see they're probably running up to about 1,100 meters. So about 3,000-ish feet. I don't know the math. It's time to math, but it's 9:07 here on the Pacific side of the U.S. So not too bad. It looks like all same terrain, looking sandy. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of variance there. Although they did have some really rad stages last year. If you remember, last year they got what they get in rain in the entire year. Those 3 or 4 days a year that it rains all happened during the Dakar. And so we got to see a lot of really awesome scenery, a lot of deserty, rocky type stuff. Some of the stuff, in talking to Skylar Howes last year, did not even look like Saudi Arabia. It was just absolutely amazing. So that was really awesome. If you guys want to rewind and hear some of those episodes, I will say still the favorite episode for me from the Dakar Rally last year was the episode with Mo Hart. So if you guys haven't heard that one, you're going to have to rewind a little ways on the podcast if you're not already subscribed, but if you look it up, Chasing Waypoints and Mo Hart, it was episode 105. That was actually his race number for the 2023 Dakar Rally. Awesome story, racing the Motul Originals by Motul class. So that is the Malamoto class. We'll talk about that here in just a quick second because we do have Kyle McCoy. Now let's just jump into it. So Kyle McCoy is back at the Dakar for 2024, and he is going to be running the Originals by Motul class. So for those of you playing the home game, the Malamoto or the Originals by Motul class is very, very simple. If you look at some of these factory teams, you're going to see big tents, you're going to see mechanics, you're going to see masseuses, you're going to see managers, you're going to see all of these different people that are there to help support that rider. The Originals by Motul goes all the way back to the beginning of the Dakar Rally and the essence of it, which was one-man show. You are your mechanic. You live out of a trunk for a couple of weeks. It's a very regulated class as far as outside assistance. Only racers within that group in the bivouac can help each other. So it is a very, very, very tight-knit group. I already saw a post from Kyle McCoy talking about, 30 members of the family for the next 2 weeks. It is absolutely awesome. So we're looking forward to seeing that one. Again, it is the biggest challenge that you could do at the Dakar Rally and say, I've got this. I'm going to do it on my own. Last year, we had the American Rally Originals take a shot at that one. And, unfortunately, Kyle McCoy was one of the early departures. And I think that's why he is back. He's got a little bit of unfinished business. So it sounds like he kept it under his hat pretty well all this year before deciding to sign up. It was actually not until they issued the numbers for the Dakar Rally that I came across the number. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. So anyway, that is the Malamoto class. You guys are seeing the graphics. If you can, you got over here. Don't get too excited. All right. ASS arrive special stage, DSS depart special stage. So depart DSS is going to be your start line. ASS is your arrive special stage. That is your finish line. So as you can kind of see here, they're going to kind of go out, do a loop. That's the one over on, let's see, there we go. It's the one over there. So everything's backwards on the screen here. So as you can see, they got the liaison that goes out. That's the green line. They're going to go all the way up to the northeast part or the upper right-hand corner of this map. You'll see the kind of the vague line in yellow. That is the actual special stage that they're going to run. Then they're going to run back onto the arrive special stage to hit the finish line, and then they're just going to do a commute back to Alula, back to the bivouac and the start for tomorrow's stage. So tomorrow they'll probably have, or tomorrow evening, we'll go over this stuff again. We'll get some more information for you guys, give you guys the stage rundown and breakdown on that. But that is what is going on. Let's do the starting order really quick, and then we are going to call it a show for that one because it is going to be bedtime here soon. Man, I've been up since 3:30 in the morning. So this going on was all put together this morning. So let's see here. All right. For the Rally GP class, so this is the top tier. It looks like our starting order on this one is going to be Sam Sunderland leading the group out at 9:29, or that's going to be 10:29 p.m. here local time on the Pacific Coast. Sam Sunderland, then followed by Mason Klein, second off the line. Sebastian Bueller, third off the line. Skylar House, fourth. Ricky Brayback, fifth. Daniel Sanders, sixth. Kevin Benavides, seventh. Nacho Cornejo, 8th. Pablo Quintanilla, 9. Ross Branch, 10. Adrian Van Beveren, 11. Toby Price, 12. And Luciano Benavides, last year's winner, rounding it out, lucky number 13. So we're going to see how this all shakes down. Very interesting to see. Let's just give this a quick rundown. First of all, the only Cove Moto on the Gen 2 rally bike is Mason Klein. So we all know the story. You guys have been keeping up. You guys heard the episode with him talking a little bit about it. So you've got the gas, you've got the Cove, you've got a Hero, you've got a Honda, you've got another gas. That's 2 gases, a KTM. So that's 3 Austrian bikes, right? Yep. And then 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5 of the Hondas. So Honda is the one making the presence this time around. You do have the Luciano Benavides, and you have Toby Price. That's 2. There you go here. 3, 4, and 5. I don't know. 5 versus 6. We'll see. I don't know. Losing count. It's math. It's not time for math right now. It's time for bed. Anyway, so that is the starting order for tomorrow, or for tonight, actually. We're getting closer now, just about 45 plus 30, about an hour and 15 minutes before the start of the first bike leaving the bivouac. They are expected to check in at the time control. Let's see here. This is really interesting. So from bivouac, you go to where you collect your road book. Your road book, you have a few minutes with that. You have a control time that you have to meet, and then you have a few minutes before the actual stage start. So the first bike, if you're looking at the graphic over on that side for the map, the first bike going to be leaving Alula bivouac at 9:29 in the morning. They are expected to arrive an hour later at the road book control. So that's where they get handed, or the road book gets loaded for the bike. From 10:29 to 10:44, they are in the control area, or they have to meet the control area. So that's typically like the bullpen. So they're going to work their way over to that bullpen. They're going to sit there and they got to wait. And then for their start time, first bike starting at the DSS, taking that yellow line, is going to be at 10:49. So that's going to be at 11:49 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here on the West Coast. That is going to be the first bike. And again, that is for the Rally GP side of things. So anyway, that is going to be a wrap for tonight's episode. Again, it's a short stage, prologue stage. Again, it's just qualifying. They're getting their starting order set up for tomorrow's stage 1. We'll find out a little bit more in the morning how things are shaking loose. Again, all of the graphics, all of the stuff that you see here is all on the Dakar Rally website. These are just some simple screen grabs from that. So head on over to that. Check it out. If you are not already, you should be downloading the Dakar Rally app so you can follow along on there as well. They also get videos, and they got a lot of different recaps and stuff that they do. So it's a really great source of information. A little tricky to navigate at first, but once you get the hang of it, things pretty awesome. So anyway, with that being said, guys, remember, it'll make sense when you get there. Enjoy the ride.